Well, now my truck won't start after everything. I drove it out, I pulled it up there. This sucks. But it says we were getting 500 rail pressure, which is not good. That sucks. Yeah, according to this, it's not getting any rail pressure. So if I go to crank it, 600. It's getting 600. Oh, that's not good. So I found out an issue. It will not start. The second or third I think it's the second injector. It's leaking from the line. And I've cleaned it off. I've pulled the whole line off, sprayed it out with brake clean, wiped it down, made it perfect, tightened the shit out of it, and it still leaks. So this thing is definitely not going anywhere tonight. I'll tell you that. Unfortunately, it is in the way of the garage door, and it is also in the way of, I'm not able to get it back in here unless I get this thing fired up and pull it, but this sucks. I wonder if you guys will be able to see this. See that little spot right there? Brand new gasket. Already blew out. So I found a copper one, I smashed it on, and she runs. So hopefully it stays that way. This thing was pissing fuel out of that little spot. It was not the number 2 injector, it just looked like it was. And then I finally got it fired up and was able to see we have no leaks. So I'm gonna pull it up, let it build rail pressure. Oh, I hear squeaking again. There goes the squeaky belt. Love it. We're in the truck now, we're headed to the shop. I got a couple of things to do on a customer unit, but the truck doesn't smoke like at all. There's like no white smoke, there's none of that, just low rail pressure. So, and you know, it's runs okay up until you've run it for a while, and then it starts to lose it even more and more. So like I was saying, I'm thinking that we're gonna do something with the fuel pump. I am gonna go and get a gauge on the low pressure side and see. But like I said, I mean, the truck runs, you know, fairly well. It just drains that rail, and it also is kind of more and more the more you run the truck. So it's like, I'm thinking low pressure side, but we shall see. All right, we'll get these back to green. We got her working. The only thing that's not gonna work is the voltage gauge. And I don't know why, it's always intermittent on these things. Ugh. Yes. Pollution. Shit's stinky. I would just need to verify that the alternator is charging. I'll grab a multimeter. Well, there she is. So the only concern I have, which I already talked to the customer, it does kind of die out every now and again. So he's got new batteries for it. These are under warranty. And with it dying out, he's gonna get a pusher pump for it. Like you can hear it there, it kind of wants to randomly die out. There you go, guys. If you have a bad PCM, you're not gonna have gauges. Such a good looking truck though. Shame it's not a long bed, but probably works out. The only thing I gotta do yet, which I don't know, I need to do some digging on, is wiring in the AC. All right, so we're driving it now just to make sure that everything works. I wanna get the coolant temp up is the main thing. Doesn't look like we're gonna get the alternator to work, or the voltage gauge to work. That is not something that's gonna come on. Everything else seems to work. I know on Anthony's truck it was intermittent, and then on my truck I was able to get it to work for the longest time. So I don't know what the deal it is. It seems like they're all random. Airbag light, brake light, ABS light, seatbelt light, check gauges light, and check engine light. All right, you guys have seen this shot before. We're gonna see how it drives. Gotta be super careful with the steering because there is a bolt loose, but just don't stall. just starting now. That G56 is so loud. Yeah, I think that fuel pump's weak or something. It's either the fuel pump's leak or it's sucking in air, is what I'm noticing. There you guys have it. Everything is all well and good. Now we're gonna go over the rest of the stuff. I'll give him a call. Let's see if anything else needs to be done. Yeah, that, I definitely think it needs a pump. You can hear it. So I wanted to let the battery get charged up a little bit, but I'm gonna do that and just let it run for a little while to get the batteries charged, and then we'll go from there. I came to open the door and it stalled. And it fired right back up, no jump pack. So that tells me the batteries are getting charged up, so that's good. Yeah, so what I'm noticing on the gauge, some trucks do it, some don't. It is a PCM thing. My truck, like I was saying, it worked, but everything is hooked up to make the gauge work, and it just doesn't. Now, it does bottom out. It does stay at the 8 mark. But putting a new set of batteries in it might fix it. If it doesn't fix it, then it's definitely a PCM thing. Some work, some don't. Nothing you can really do about that without going into the PCM and figuring all that out, because it is hooked up like a factory truck. So I made sure to reuse those connectors and put them into the proper location. All right, so while we're waiting on parts for this, we need to do a fuel pressure gauge so I can test everything. We're waiting on those parts. I just got Dan's truck done. Now we need to start scheduling more work to get into the shop. We got the heater going because damn, it is cold in here. I'm gonna start doing the little things to this thing to kind of get it ready. I took a vote for you guys, which I was kind of hoping it went in my favor, and it did. We are gonna be losing the lift. So we're gonna get rid of the lift kit on the truck, which pretty much means, I'm assuming this spring here is a leveling spring, which is good. So what I'm gonna end up doing is taking out the top hat, this guy right here, which should drop about 2 or 3 inches. And then we're also gonna take out the spacers that are back behind under here. So we're gonna have to do some adjustments to the timbrins and shit too. But that's what I'm gonna do. Not today, well, we'll see if it's today, but I wanna get the light bar on a while as well. And I would like to get the fire extinguisher mounted. And being that this isn't a dually, I mean, you can't even see down the side of the truck anyway, so I'm gonna mount the fire extinguisher right here. I see a lot of commercial guys doing it. It is probably the most practical way to do it, and my opinion is because if it's there, I can at least grab it like right away in case there's an issue. I do need to get a new fire extinguisher. I'm gonna do that today or tomorrow. We're gonna be taking that trailer tomorrow out to Maryland. Hopefully the truck makes it, fingers crossed. But we also got Josh's truck coming down here, which is going to be a pain in the ass, so I got to do all his stuff too. So we're going to try to bang all this stuff out in one day. So light bar with that, hopefully remove the lift, but we shall see on the lift part. We do have plenty of jacks, so whatever. And then at some point, I'm going to take this home. We'll get it cleaned out. I do need to get the badges off and stuff. I got to get stuff on order for that. Unless somebody wants to come out and do it, I'll pay you. We got to get the amplifier in at some point as well. And the intercooler boots, I got to order new clamps, and not clamps, I need to order new boots for those so we can get the new pipes on. Other than that, truck still kind of runs like dog shit. So let's go do everything else that is unrelated to it, and we'll come back to the important stuff when the parts come in. All right, so I just got it mounted up. I'm gonna leave the mirror where it was at. I'm curious. Let's see how it looks in the mirror. Oh, you can't even see it. Literally, can't even, like, from my view, you cannot actually, like, you have to really look over to see it. So it's not blocking any vision, because I know I'm going to get that comment. But yeah, I think that's perfect. I'm going to get a new one of these, like I said, because I accidentally just discharged it on the ground over there. I picked it up and I dropped it, so that son of a bitch went empty real quick. This thing's old, though, so I definitely need to get another one.
I like it. It matches the truck, though.
Yeah, I'll get another white one, too, but it's sturdy, too. And then all you got to do is quick release this. Don't do that, but this holds it. So I got that on Amazon. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be necessary. I think at some point today, we'll see. Josh, do you feel like tackling a lift kit today? Do we want to squat the truck?
I brought a lot of energy drinks.
Okay, so we'll be here a while. All right, take an Adderall or two. But yeah, so Josh, here you go. This space, let me see. This spacer here needs to come out.
All right.
So we just need to take that spacer out, meaning that we have to drop the entire axle to pull that spacer out. I had Dale do my last one because I didn't want to do it. So I installed these whippersnappers up here. You can see right there. So we're going to put the brackets on now. And hope like hell I put them in a good location. Because I'm kind of winging it. Flush with that right there is kind of the goal. So we'll cover the cab lights. Fucking sender. We got the bracket up here. Josh is throwing a temper tantrum in the background. Yep, so we got it installed. I made my little notches and shit. So now we just got to do the other side and see how long it takes to start scratching my roof.
Remember this was the poop shovel?
Huh? He doesn't know I'm filming.
Hi. Are you still?
Alright, light bar is on. Looking more and more like a proper work truck. They sent me this one with the amber, so I'll show you guys what that looks like here. Probably in a little bit. Ended up having to cut a bolt out, my bad, but we just clear the windshield. So, you know, you can still somewhat see the cab lights. It beats being directly in front of them, I guess, but who knows. It'll work out. So, I see why they sent me this. This is cool, right? So we hit the on button. It's different modes.
That's nowhere near as bright on camera.
Yeah, on camera it's not bright, but I'm getting a headache. Oh yeah, turn the lights off. Here, flip the breakers over here. Flip the 3 breakers, the top right 3. So here it is, dark as shit. I'll shine you over there. Oh, it's daylight. And then we just, ooh, that's cool. And then there's both.
That's pretty.
And then there's, jeez. And there's regular. There you go. So Josh, how'd you blow your head gasket?
Shut your mouth. You're gonna start filming at some point, you fucking asshole.
I have to censor all of this. So I gave him 30 seconds with his own truck. Said, "Bring me the first rocker pedestal."
Don't remember that.
Josh, what did you do? It's okay. We all make mistakes. I've made my fair share of mistakes.
I took out all 6 of these motherfuckers. That's what I did.
So every head bolt along the side, he loosened all 6 of them.
Sure did.
And got to the last one and said, "Oh shit."
Yep, sure did. I'm just like, wait, I'm supposed to take one out at a time, aren't I? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And you can't like retorque them all because now you're gonna have to take them all back out again. So you're gonna retorque these head studs a million times. So we're just doing rocker pedestals now. He wanted to get rid of the factory ones and get some fancy Amazon ones.
He half-assed it.
Well, you told me to.
Not you. I mean the prior owner.
Oh, okay. But
What the fuck am I doing?
yeah. So he took all the bolts out.
All of them are fucking loose. Yep.
So if his head gasket blows on the driver's side, you guys know why it
I
blew.
just put so much money into this, and this is the final day of work on it, and I just fucking did that. I'm having a great day. Life is great. I'm glad to be here.
You guys put down in the comments if you think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right.
We'll find out very soon.
I don't think he'll be all right.
I don't think I'll be all right either.
So, oh, you can see these are working, by the way. So this one here loosened up. See how tight that is? That's good. These haven't loosened up yet. That one hasn't loosened up yet.
Yeah, so it'll be harder to remove in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, when we do the head.
Yep. I gotta get this milled again.
Well, we're not gonna do the lift kit today because...
Well, Joshy boy here
Josh is...
ruined your plans.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get the light bar mounted in and get all that stuff done. Get the fire extinguisher, all that shit. We'll worry about the lift next week or tomorrow. So we're almost done. Josh almost fixed his mistake.
I don't know about all that. Is that even on tightening? Yep.
By the way, there is another V-band on order, so that'll be, we'll deal with that. I'm gonna get this light bar finished up today, and then, like I said, we'll come back to the lift later, but nice thing about this, I can probably just drill the holes in the roof and run that down here. I don't mind drilling holes in my roof. Makes me happy. All right, so I got it all mounted up and everything. It's all pretty. It's all bullshit, you know. The only thing you see is that, but I made notches and shit, so hopefully it doesn't leak. I mounted it right here, and then you go. Like, that shit is just, oh, I love it. And then people behind you, high beams. Love it. So that would be install complete on that. I didn't drill any holes in my roof, just the side panel. I drilled into the side, so it's all covered. You can still kind of see the light bar or the cab lights. So a lot different of the install that I'm used to. I'll show you guys up here. So they're still underneath. So you'll be able to see them. It's all right. Josh is confident enough in thinking that we can get the lift off of this thing tonight, which... unfortunately, I have to leave in the morning, so I have no idea.
We also have the gym tonight, but like, you want to try?
If we don't make it to the gym, we don't make it to the gym.
No, I'm making it to the gym. I don't know about you.
Oh, goodness. This thing would look sick without the lift, though. Like, if this was a stock height truck.
It looks good as is.
No, it's what do you call that?
A new wheel?
It's doing one of these. It's squatted.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I think it looks really
You can
good,
see it though, like especially because I'm taller than his truck up front, but lower than his truck in the back. If you guys notice, so his truck's raked up, my truck's raked down.
Lift the rear.
No.
Just lift the fucking rear. The front looks great.
No, the front looks too high.
Especially just put the 35s on.
Look how much those tires stick out too. Stick out pretty good. Yeah.
Tonight? We could shine the fuck out of this thing. Like
all right, so we got Josh's turbo back on. We got his little rocker pedestals that you're never going to see. Hopefully he didn't blow a head gasket because he's kind of nutty, but it's okay. We up the boost a lot, and I had to do another valve adjustment because when we put those on, every single valve was held open because that's just the adjustment. Josh, there's wrenches there and there's magnets there.
And a set of pliers right.
Oh yeah, there's also a pair of pliers there. So I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. We were going to do the suspension tonight, but my wife made meatloaf. So I am going to head home. Tomorrow, like I said, we will have a video on towing the trailer. Hopefully I don't break this thing any more than it's already broken. And for the guys wondering, yes, I did buy it. I don't know why. Somebody said, hopefully you didn't buy that piece of shit. Well, I did, and I'll buy another one. God, it's cold in the shop. But yeah, the light bar is going to be great. I'm quite excited.
30 degrees out and I'm in shorts.
That light bar gives me so much power over people with high beams.
Why did this?
Put it back in the drawer it goes in. Middle.
They're all the middle.
Middle. No, put it in the right... I literally told him middle, and it's the one... He's a nut. If you guys want good fuel savings, go check out Mud Flap, link in the description. There's a bunch of other links in the description as well. If you guys want to go check any of that out, Amazon affiliate links, TikTok. My shit has been blowing up on TikTok. And I'll tell you what, that site is pure chaos. There is so much chaos over there. I got like 1.5 million views overnight. And now anytime I post something, it's getting 500,000 views like instantly. Lot of toxic over there. So if you guys want to go check it out, I'm just going to be trolling over there rather than posting serious stuff. And just letting the comments do what the comments do. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Safe travels.